This is a little bit maybe a suggestion for you, because still, of course, we explain all of this, but maybe for some people it's still difficult to express yourself so freely and to get the message across to your partner very clear. So sometimes what we can actually think about is in life, we use many gestures which are very clear. So if I say, it's very, very clear, Klemen will say and react in a natural way, like hello.
We use lots of gestures, and especially some nations, they tend to use them a little bit more than the others. But it's part of our life, and it's part of non-verbal communication.
So basically,
non-physical communication.
Yeah, you are talking with your body.
Yeah.
So we also can use these gestures in dancing.
But one thing is really important here with these gestures. They have to be, or they have to appear real. Like a lot of times you see on the floor, like a dancer or couple doing something, and the gesture doesn't merge with the movement. So you would hear, they would be doing something, and then you hear like something like this, which is kind of showing the audience to clap, but it's just not real. Or it's just saying like, come here, or just like some gestures that are not really real. So try to use the gestures only when you're saying something with it, when you're saying some emotion, when you're saying some story through
So
it.
always first is intention, what I want to do, and after that I can do some gesture.
Yeah.
So very simple things, what I can say to Klemen. So it's very clear, yeah, that I'm not really inviting him in that moment. I'm like, stay there, and now we can go, for example. I can use, or he can use.
Yeah, I mean, part of a gesture is also, let's say if we go back to the Cuban breaks, and we'll just add a section. So we are doing the Cuban breaks, 2, 3, 4, and then I want to invite Sasha. So yes, I invite her with my body, but I will also say, come on, come. Yeah, so it's part of it, as long as it doesn't become the dominant thing. I can do the same thing, and if I overplay the gesture, it will start to look wrong. So if we go 2 and 3 and cha-cha, come, it will be a little bit off. Yeah. Yeah,
and of course, and the same for the girl. Yeah. So, for example, if I'm doing the first part, we can take the same step. I can get tick, 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 tick. So I kind of invite him with me. Yeah? I didn't do just my action, but I also get a little bit of gesturing here. Yeah. Or maybe I decide like, don't you dare come to me, stay there. Huh?
Okay. Yeah. So I think that subject is quite clear. So we prepared for you a little choreography again, like we did in the physical.
Side by side.
Yeah. It's a little side-by-side section, which also turns a little bit, but it's purely non-physical. So we will try to use now all of these tools, all of this knowledge that we did, and we will try to look as connected as we did in the previous chapter or even more. Okay, so what we will do now, we will show you the routine, non-physical connection that we prepared for you, slowly first, without the music, and we will try to pay attention to what we learned so far. So, the routine goes like this. So, 1, 2, 3, cha-cha, 1, 2, and 3, and cha-cha, 1, 2, 3, and cha-cha, 1, 2, 3, cha-cha, 1, and 2, 3, and 1, 2, and 3, and 1. Okay, so let's briefly explain a couple of things that we did. So first of all, we used the right body position where we are in the space in relation to each other. So like we said before, we are not standing completely side by side. The man is slightly behind the lady.
So the girl is in front, and we already have some kind of sense of communication together. Yeah, we can play a little bit before we start. We tune in together. Huh? After that, we go into 1, 2,
1.
So we use here the body shaping that we talked. Yeah, so I'm not in my own. I try to relate my body to my partner. Tiki, 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 hoo. So I enter into Klemen's space, and he invites me.
Yeah. So you can use some gestures here. You can use a little bit like invitation with your arms. So once we got into 2 and 3 and 4, my body is going over to invite Sasha, and now I will show her whoa. And now from here again, our spines meet, and release together. 1.
I invite Klemen to come with me. So again, I don't disconnect. I invite him into the check, ronde, tick, tick, boom.
And here, I offer her my body part. I check over my right shoulder that I make sure we are still connected. If I take this, I disconnect with my partner.
And guys, if you see, although I'm even pointing now towards you, I'm still aware of where is my partner. So I'm not, again, disconnected. I'm still dancing towards him. Now from here, we change 2, 3, and I check her from that side. You can look, or you can just have that presence. Here. Girls, you can maybe use some gesture if you want.
And now again, we use our senses to make sure we release exactly at the same time. So we look, we breathe together, we hear the music, we smell, we sense, we release. Whoop. So here I decided intentionally on 3 to stop, to give Sasha the last and final word. So from here we did 1, 3, and 1, 2, and 3, and cha-cha 1. So you remember the exercise, who is talking? Clearly Sasha has the last word.
And girls, if you get this opportunity to speak, make up your mind and speak something, what you want to say. Invite or
and this
reject.
Again offers possibility for future communication. So she did something, straight away it invites me that I would do something.